Painting ornaments today in the hopes that we'll get this set done and get ready to start on another set. So that'll be good. I'm just getting my seat cushion and my electric blanket hooked up. How's everybody doing? Hi, Mand. Hi, Mandy. Hey, Tina. How's it going? Oh, it's M&M Craft. Sorry. I don't know why. I just read it and thought that that was your name. I'm so sorry. How's it going? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cara. Oh, it's Shell. Hey, Shell. How you doing? Thanks for letting me know it was you. How you doing, everybody? How's your day so far? Hope you're having a good day. It's snowing here. We had our first snowfall. We haven't even lost all of the leaves off of our trees yet. And this is what it looks like out there today. Absolute horse shit, in my opinion. I hate winter. However, we are going to sit and do some painting, which always helps everything, makes everything a little bit better. And I finally broke down and closed my window a little bit more, and I got myself my electric blanket out. So I'm just gonna set that up because today thus begins the season where I become a total wuss and a whiny baby because I hate the cold so much. I hate this cold. It's miserable. But that's okay. We are going to sit and paint, and like I said, that fixes pretty much everything, in my opinion. So I am gonna see though if Miss Audrey will come up on the table and hang out with us. Right, Miss Audrey? You want to come snuggle with us? You want to come hang out with us? We would love it. Everybody would love to see you. Hold on. I'm going to put an extra warm blanket up there. Let's see if she'll come up with us today. All right, bear with me one more second here. No, stay there. No, stay there. No, stay there. I want you to come here. Come here. Let's see. Let's see. Come here, princess. Oh, no, come here. Come sit there. Come sit there and hang out with us. Hi. Have a seat. Have a seat and hang out with us. Oh, come on. You know you want to. That's right. Yay! Hooray! Well, that's fantastic. That was easy, Audrey. Wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, let me scroll back, get my glasses on here. Dun, dun, dun. I have a million YouTube accounts. Well, I am always grateful if it's a different one than I'm used to. I'm always grateful when you guys let me know who you are. You're doing good, Cara? Wonderful. Hi, Gabrielle. It was snowing, but it stopped. Well, that's good. I'm glad it stopped for you. 38's chilly. Hi, Kiati. I'm good, thank you. And Miss Audrey is doing good. Nice to have her company. I know, Miss Sweet Audrey. I'm so lucky. All right, so this is the ornament that we are working on. Now, when I did these ones are quite a bit bigger. The hole in the middle is bigger. The swoops are longer. Everything's a little bit bigger than this original one, but I don't care because it's good enough and it still looks pretty. So I'm keeping that one there for reference. And then we've got these 9 to finish. So that's going to give me a solid 10 of these ones. And then I've got 2 other designs that we're going to use this rainbow color combo. So then I will, once all the rainbow ones are done, I will officially have 40 ornaments. And then we're going to go back through all 4 of the designs, and I want to do 5 in a red, green, and gold, maybe even a white, red, green, and gold. And I want to do another 5 of each design in blue, white, and silver. So that is the plan. We've got a long way to go. I've got to mark it on the 30th of November. So that is what I am trying to work towards to get ready for that. That I'll probably need. And, oops, I'm gonna have to get out the paints, and I'm gonna have to give them all a good stir because I definitely have not stirred these in a while. What are you guys up to today? How's your Sunday? I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're gonna be here for 3 hours, which I am loving. Doing the nice long ones. I feel like I accomplished so much more. So I'm going to stir up my paints. Hopefully they're doing all right because it's only been a couple of days since I haven't used them. And then we'll get at her. Pitter patter. I do apologize. I got a bit of a frog in my throat today. I haven't drank a lot of water yet. So hopefully once I do, that'll go away and not be quite so obtrusive. But anybody doing any painting today? Kiati, what have you been painting lately? You know, I hate the snow, but the puppies outside are sure happy. And I kind of take it as, you know, they help me to appreciate winter. And seeing them all lose their damn minds, getting out in the snow and having their zoomies and everything, it makes it a little more bearable. We still have, it still feels very early here, even though we've had snow at this time of the year here before, but we still have a lot of trees that still have green leaves on them that the leaves haven't even changed color to drop yet. So it's kind of strange. Hi, Lay. How you doing? Cleaning your patio, 76, sunny and cool with a cool breeze. That sounds lovely, Debbie. I am still so intensely envious of you, Debbie. You live in such a cool community, and it sounds wonderful. Sounds absolutely heavenly. I think it's so neat. Plus living in a tiny house. That's always been a big one too. I think that's cool. Painting ornaments too, did one and it was beautiful. Then I resined it, and because I didn't paint the back of the wood, oh no. Oh, that's so frustrating. That sucks. So much trial and error and so much, oh crap, I can't believe I forgot that step. Happens all the time. Happens to all of us. Doesn't make it sting any less though, does it? And Debbie, how are the kittens? They still being little terrors? Kim's here. Hi, Kim. I thought about a tiny house before I had my paint addiction. Yeah, I need a tiny house to live in and then a storage shed for all of the paints. I got to the point with my keychain shell where I even put a second coat of varnish on now before resining, just because of absolute paranoia. Growing up and settling down a bit? Good. That's wonderful. Lucky to have ya. Oops. Do you still have to kitten proof everywhere to make sure it doesn't trash anything? The sacrifices we make to have the fur babies around, eh? All right, I'm just stirring my paints here. Bear with me. They're a little bit thick, but I think they'll be all right. So I went searching. I have the yellow that I use on this piece is a Deco Art Americana Pearl paint, and I haven't been able to find it here in Canada. So I'm thinking might have to come from the Deco Art website itself, if they even still have them. I feel like the bottle of paint that I have is like 3 or 4 years old probably. But it's so rare to find a nice pearl or metallic, like bright yellow that's not a gold, right? But if you are not able to find the color that you have in a pearl, pick a darker color. Like if I took a darker yellow and then if I add in white pearl, then it will help make it shiny and sparkly. So don't be afraid to make your own colors. If the one that you want doesn't exist or it's no longer available or out of stock or any of that stuff. Let me scroll back. 14 by 14 room addition and a shed. That's nice. Yeah, Lay needs a warehouse. Little Noodle's doing good, Kim. She's up on the table with us today. Isn't that nice? I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it when she sits up here. Tried a couple of times and she has had none of it. She wanted none of it. So I'm very pleased. I will not stop trying. I will keep trying always to get her up on the table with me and hang out here. So it was nice to, that was a nice and easy one today. She really didn't put up much of a fight at all, which is wonderful. Wonderful. 14 by 14 space. That's nice and big, eh? Ooh, that's pretty. I know, isn't that so nice? My grandpa has a big yard, so we've talked about dropping a few tiny houses there. One for me, one for mom and dad, and then one extra. There you go. I think that's a great idea. Please let me know if you would like to have even more people living in his backyard. And Audrey and I will be on our way over. And Mom. Mom will come too. And that's how Dotville started. We got snow, Kim. It's blech, 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 blech. I'll show you guys here again in a sec. I'll take you to the window and show you. Woke up this morning and could see it falling. It's really wet snow too, and it's really, really cold. Usually when it's snowing, it's not quite as cold, but there's quite a bit of wind as well. And it's really wet snow. So, but I was quite surprised at how much there was. Like, usually, you know, they make a forecast or like they were saying we were going to get around 10 centimeters of snow, which is how much in inches? 3 inches? 4 inches. Just under 4 inches. And usually they're very, very wrong. We don't usually believe what they have to say. But when I woke up this morning, there was already an inch on Already an inch on the cars, at least an inch or two. So kind of bananas. Okay, I need to go fill up my water spray bottle for a second here. I will be right back in 2 shakes. Your bacon smells good again. Oh, I like crispy bacon. Mom's making a bacon and tomato sandwich, and all I can smell is bacon, and it smells so friggin' good. It smells so yummy. What a difference it makes having an electric blanket on your lap. Oh my goodness, this is lovely. Why did I wait so long to bring this out here? All right. This spray bottle is a suggestion from Lay. Still, what are you doing? Why are you broken? You rotten. What is the issue here? It's like it's getting clogged on the bottom. All right. I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off because I feel like it's sticking at the bottom. Oh, if you're busted. Ooh, ha ha ha! Gotcha, sucker. So I'm always putting the paper towel over on top of my paint palettes to keep it from drying out. And she suggested it one day, and it has been a big game changer. So thanks again for that, Lay. All right, and then we have a little palette that we're gonna put the other 2 colors, metallic purple and metallic blue. Purple. Blue. Well, that's why. Super gooey and gummy. Shoot. Come on. Get out. There we go. All right, and we will put another piece of paper towel over there. See, this is the problem with the first snowfall. People drive around and it's like they've forgotten what snow is. Right? It's like, what's this white stuff falling from the sky? What's happening? And that's when all of my patience goes out the window. I'm like, it's Canada. If you learn how to drive in Canada. Especially when you've lived here your entire life. This should not be a surprise. I have no problem with people who are new to Canada not understanding how to drive in the snow yet. That takes some practice. But come on. If you grew up here, this is no surprise. No, you did not advise this specific bottle. All right, I'm just scrolling back here. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, right, I was going to take you and show you the snow in the graveyard. Getting ready to paint the room addition next month. Oh, nice. Do you know what color you're going to do? So this is what we woke up to today. See, still leaves on the trees. Just crazy. But we got the snow. Mom thinks it's pretty. I think it's absolute trash. I hate it so much. I was not meant. I'm like, why do I live here? There's lots of great things about Canada, absolutely. However, I do not believe at my core that I was meant to live somewhere that's cold for this much time every year. I will say hi for you. She's gone back into the bedroom now. All right, let me scroll back. Dun, 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 dun. I know, imagine that. And then we gather around the daily campfire. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Tiny houses are close enough. We just lean out the window. Lay, what are you painting? What are you doing? Yeah, we definitely won't forget Mom. Hi, Sarah. Good to see ya. Only had to drive in snow a couple times. Yeah, I would take the sun any day over snow. Looks like absolute horror to me. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Again, the only good thing about it in my mind is how much the puppies love it, right? Because the dogs lose their mind. And being outside with some puppies and watching them just lose their shit, I enjoy that. All right, so we are going to start with paw prints, I think, today. I think that's where we will get started. I'm going to work from the center on outwards in the hopes that then once we get around to the last little bits that need to be done, then I can pull them out of their holders, get them up on the ornament wall, and we can start painting the next design. Hooray! Yippee! All right, so first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get rid of all of the guide dots that are on here, and we'll move forward from there. I'll have to run that under hot water later because it's all clogged and yucky. So I've got, how many do I have up there right now? 10, 15, 18 ornaments hanging up on my ornament wall right now. And they all, still need to be varnished. And they need to be signed. Now I got a gold paint pen. So instead of signing them with the ornament colors, I'm just going to initial them with my gold paint pen. And then once I've done that, then I'll varnish over top of the signature and I'll varnish the front of the ornament. Now, luckily, varnishing can be done, and even the signatures can be done while they're hanging up on my little ornament wall. So I don't have to take them all down and do all of that good stuff. Yeah, this is going to be my first time, Shell, signing my ornaments. I've honestly never signed my ornaments up until now, and I'm going to listen to the masses that say, you need to sign your ornaments. So, because I forget to sign most of my stuff, to be honest with you, which is a problem. So I'm going to try and be a grown-up with the ornaments and do that. So yeah, I'm going to sign them on the back. I'm going to sign them back here, and I'm probably just going to sign them like right here or right up at the top there. Just somewhere relatively unassuming, hopefully. Okay, so now I need to clean my tools. And we are good to go. All right, let me scroll back. Hi, Eva. No apologies necessary. We always miss you when you're not here, though. It's good to see you. How you been? Yes, we forgive you. Oh, I hope you'll be back soon, too, Kim. We'll see you soon, hopefully. If not, sending you lots of love. Hi, Mazan. Welcome. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. My name's Jamie. This is my cat, Audrey. And just, yeah, welcome. If you have questions, let me know. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you, do you already paint? Are you new to dot mandalas as a whole? Or are you just joining to watch some satisfying painting? We're a little rough around the edges around here, Mazan. We just go with the flow and try to have as much fun as we can. So nothing too formal. These lives aren't tutorials, but I'm happy to answer questions that you might have. If you are interested in some tutorials, I do have a playlist here on my YouTube channel called Tutorials. It's got about 35 videos in it. And there's a bunch of start to finish projects in there as well. And I also have written patterns available on my website, and then I do workshops on my Patreon. So lots of resources and a great community here that is always so generous in sharing their tips and tricks and things that are working for them. So yeah, if you have questions, you just let us know, okay? Just scrolled through some lives and found us. Fantastic. So yeah, I do tutorials but yeah, with these lives that are just the public lives like this, I just kind of sit down and paint for a couple hours and just hang out and go from there. I don't know if I did I do this as a tutorial yet, you guys? I don't remember. But they're around there somewhere. I do have quite a few tutorials. So if you ever want to give it a shot, that is a good place to start, is the tutorials website. The tutorials playlist, I should say. But always happy to meet new people and glad you're here. Thanks for coming to hang out. So, I'll get started with our paw prints. So these ornaments are going to look like this when it's completely done. When they're completely done. I'm getting ready for a market on November the 30th. So hopefully we'll have lots of these made and ready to go. I got to remember to go to Home Depot this week and get some pegboard to make a stand for my market. I feel like I should jump onto Temu probably and order some hooks and go from there. Forgot to tell you guys, I did the guidelines for the Patreon project. Hell yeah, Shell. Did you see the document that I uploaded to Patreon as well, Shell? I'm hoping that it gives people an option to be able to print them off and follow them along. Heard of this channel from a friend. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's nice to know people are talking about my lives. That's fun. That's super fun. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to be live for 3 hours this afternoon. So we will be here until 5 p.m. Eastern today. And then we'll be back again tomorrow night from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Oop. Was it easier for everybody to have the link in as a post on Patreon if you came here from Patreon? Yes, I do. I do a TikTok live usually on Friday nights. This week it's going to be on Saturday, but yeah. Oh, I'm so glad, Shell. That makes me so happy. yeah, so Friday nights I usually do TikTok, and it's usually from 7 to 10 lately. And then the rest of the time, I also have a Patreon, and my Patreon has both free and paid tiers, and I do exclusive lives for both. So even if joining one of the Patreon membership tiers isn't your thing, because it's not for everybody, I totally know that. But I also do exclusive lives for the free members as well. So if you ever want to jump in on more lives, if you go to Patreon, and anybody who's watching, of course, too, this is also for you. You can go to patreon.com or Patreon app and search Mandala Love Affair and have a look at the tiers and go from there. So I do the one TikTok live a week, and then the rest are either public YouTube lives like this one or exclusive for Patreon. That's okay. Like I said, there's a free tier as well where it doesn't cost you a penny. If you want to be a part of that, you are more than welcome. You do not have to spend a penny to be part of my Patreon. There are paid tiers, but there is also a free tier, and I do 2 lives a month on Patreon for that tier. So a couple extra lives. And it's a quick way to, because I post my links for these lives there as well, it's all there. So don't worry about that at all. You do not have to spend a penny. Okay? I know you, Rochelle. I was so sad that you weren't going to do it, and I am so glad that it helped. Now, watching last night's video when I tried to figure out how to explain and try and remember what I did to get the design to go off the sides, it didn't go great, but I'm going to try and create an addition to the document to try and help with that. Steffi. That's very fair, Mazan. Very, very fair. Now, you can also ask if you want to. I'm not trying to pressure you or anything like that, but if you want to, if you have a laptop or a tablet, you can just open up the browser and go to patreon.com. You don't have to have the app for that too. So just know that that's an option for you if you want it. Driving and not reading, but hope everyone's having a great day. Yes, and Lay says, drive safe, Steffi. Yes, please drive safe. Please, please, please. Eva, sorry I've been a bit quiet. Me and my 14-year-old girl were... Oh my God, Eva. I got hit with keys by a woman for having a big mouth? What? Oh my God. I am so sorry to hear that. Are you guys okay now? I'm sure it's lots of processing to do with that. And how do you... certainly don't just get over something like that. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I hope you're all right. That's scary. That's awful. Jeez. When did that happen, Eva? And you definitely don't have to apologize. This is a space, remember, that you can come to and you can be as interactive as you want. And I don't care if we don't see you for 6 months and you come back and we're still going to be here, okay? And there's no pressure. Just know that we're here sending love for you, okay? And for your daughter. That's bananas. Right there, it looks like a uterus. So I just flip that upside down and I can paint little uteruses. I think there's been a few things that I've painted that looked like I was painting a bunch of uteruses, didn't it? I feel like this isn't the first time. Hope you and your girl is okay. For sending that love, Cara. Questionable. Yeah, not a greatly drawn uterus, but still there. Cara, how's the crocheting been? Has it felt good to get back at it? Yeah, you missed it. It might have been in simplicity. It very well might have. I think you're right, Tina. I think it was. God, simplicity seems like ages ago. You okay, baby? Look at the... Just cover my face. I don't want to do this. Sounds good, Mazan. It was really nice meeting you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Always nice to meet some new people. This is lovely. All right, next is gonna be, we'll do a green toe bean. Let's see. 12th of September, she made photos of our front door. The woman held my girl and would not let go. What? Screamed, let go, and she didn't. Sarah scratched her neck. The woman started to scream, saying she was being attacked. Why was she holding on to Sarah to begin with? That's just crazy. She's stopped yelling and let go of Sarah after she saw people come out of the houses. I heard someone scream and got out too. Oh my God. Oh my God. So what happens at that point? Were you able to press charges or anything? Or is that something you wanted to do? Or that's terrible. I'm being really nosy, Eva, too. So you tell me to butt out as I ask questions. Yeah, that's assault. That absolutely is assault. You're right, Gabrielle. I don't imagine that was smart of her to put her hands on your daughter. I imagine that that's something that that she would learn pretty quickly. It would not be a smart move. That's terrible. Yeah, she okay now? She told me the woman hit her and made pictures. She said she was not. I said, prove it. She said, no, it's private. To her that this is going way too far. Oh my God. Like I don't understand why this woman would be even interacting with Sarah. Right? Like why? Yeah, were you able to call police or anything like that? That's terrible. It's so disappointing when we should be able to expect so much better from adults. The kids are the ones that shouldn't have to deal with that. And then when adults just... It's disappointing on every turn, isn't it? Disappointing is the wrong word, too, I know. It was so hard. People on the other end of the street could hear it, and then he started to threaten to kill her and wanted to pass me. Oh my God. Yeah, there'd have to be witnesses for sure. What even prompted her to go near Sarah in the first place? My neighbor took Sarah into the house and closed the door so he could not get in, and then the police came, and what did they say? That's horrible. So traumatic for both of you. And for everyone who watched it, too. But definitely, mostly for you guys, of course. That's awful. Be afraid to leave the house after that. Wondering who was going to be hiding around the corner and... His hand was visible on my face. We filed a report. The blow made... Oh my God. Oh, Eva. I am so sorry. frightening because I'm already deaf on my other ear. Yeah, that's terrifying. Couldn't see, they could see anything because it was swollen. Then the doctor flushed out my other ear so I could hear a little bit. Oh my God. Haven't been sleeping because of all this. No kidding. So went back to the doctor and found out I have a hole in my eardrum, which in turn makes me in the ear that he hit. Hopefully it'll heal, but my goodness, what a long time to have to wait for that to heal. I hope they charged the guy and the woman. Jeez, that's terrifying. What's wrong with people? What is the point? Oh my goodness. That's totally okay, Eva. Absolutely. I had seen them 2 days before. I was walking my dog, and apparently I was out on the road too much. What? So they already had it in for you because they didn't like where you were walking your dog? How unhinged is that? That's crazy. Absolutely bananas. Yeah, there's no justification with that. Oh my goodness. And so what were they coming back for the day that all this happened? Just to yell at you some more? Told them to pass because there was a car before. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so sorry you guys are still going through that. Just because you're walking your dog somewhere that they don't like doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the dog. Don't have patience for that at all. That's terrible. Like, get mad all you want that I'm in your way. Honk your horn. Get mad at me. But you don't assault somebody. And if you have a real problem with it, call the police. Let them deal with it, right? Like, if they'd really had that much of a problem with you and where you were walking with your dog, call the police and complain. That's terrible. Did you get their address? The next day, me and the woman passed. She said hi and corrected my dog not to go to her. I'm second anybody talks to my dog. You talk to the human and say, please don't let your dog near me. I don't like dogs. Like, that's all you got to do. That's terrible. Oh, I'd be livid, Eva. I'd be absolutely livid. I don't even think it needs anything else. Do you guys? I'm going to leave this. These are done. Because I definitely don't have enough space to put those little swoopies and dots, so I'm going to do that. Sarah, I'm guessing they have a history of this behavior. Yeah, that's not just one-off stuff, eh, Sarah? I agree. She said, oh, now you can handle him. I said, oh, does your man know how to drive now? Had a girl. She said she wasn't going to do this on the street at 7:15. Well, she made the first comment. You're not supposed to defend yourself? Ridiculous. Hi, Lorna. How you doing? Good to see ya. All right. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I think it looks okay without anything in that space, eh? All right, I'm going to hang these up. She flipped me off and walked off the next day. She made the photos. God, that's shameful. That is somebody who had the opportunity to be an adult and decided against it, right? Like, come on. Holy crap, it's cold when I'm not under my electric blanket. Such a wuss. I don't like the cold. It's okay, Lorna. We are still here for another 2 hours, so we got lots and lots of time together today. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're really tired? The woman's a teacher. Ugh, that doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. I don't want her teaching any of my kids or any of my friends' kids or anybody that I knew, that's for sure. I'm going to be a horrible human like that. There's no need. And even if there is a problem that you want to talk to somebody about, talk to people like they're civil human beings. Like, you don't have to attacking people isn't necessary. No excuse, like Leigh said. Absolutely no excuse for that. Oops. Hold on. That's terrible. Yeah, we are here, Lorna, for a couple more hours. This feels really good. We got these 9 ornaments done, and we're going to get started on another 9. I'll show you the design in a minute. Oh, please don't. There we go. Cinnamon also screamed a 2-year-old boy for pointing at his car? What? Okay, yeah. These people are unhinged to begin with, then. They're just looking for a fight, aren't they? What the hell? Yeah, there's some anger management issues. Jeez. 2 weeks. That's okay, Lorna. I knew what you meant. Told them to call the police to make a file. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The more complaints you can get on record about that sort of thing, the better, right? And the more people, the better. Did they charge them with harassment for hitting you, Eva? And for grabbing on to Sarah? If she photographed through your window, it's an official crime. Yeah. Yep, that's privacy laws for sure, right? I hope your neighborhood is able to come together and keep encouraging people to call the cops for sure. Yeah, that happens around here too, that there's just not enough. The court system's so backed up that you could get charged with something and not even go to court for 2 years. All right, let's do here. Let's do a quick look. So now we got 2 rows on the ornament wall. Got all these dudes here. So these are the ones we just finished. These are the first batch that we did. This is one of the other designs that we're gonna do. Those ones are one-offs. I'm not gonna have multiples of those or that one, but these are this design in other colors. So, and the other color schemes that I want to do for the other designs as well. So we'll see what we can do there. And I gotta grab more ornaments. We'll get some centers marked and get the stencils on, and then this is the design that we are going to start on next. So this one will go up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. One. 2. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have therapy or anything like that that you're able to use to get some support at all, Eva? Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to have to glitter some more ornaments. Damn it. Not today, but soon. And I don't want to. All right. Good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Because you can't be expected to process and deal with that all on your own. Well, that's the thing. Like, you need that help to help make sure that there isn't any lasting effects. There's only so much you can do about physical effects, but the mental effects are real, right? Like, it's no joke. I'm so sorry that you guys went through that. Thank you, Sarah. I hope so too. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So Sarah just asked why she was taking the photos, and she decided it was worth grabbing onto her, and well, Sarah was in the right, that's for sure. I know. I don't want to glitter ornaments. The other thing that would be good about Dotville, the people who like glittering ornaments could do them. We could pay people to do that. Yeah, that's so scary. One of my favorite things, one of my many favorite things about these ornament holders that Lay made is that they've got the center marker on the bottom. So I can mark my center. This was a game changer, Lay, for sure. These holders are just amazing. Did I do that one already? Maybe. Okay, so now we flip them over. We got our center marked. And I'll grab my stencil and we will be good to go. Oops. Eva, if you see the first signs of not wanting to go outside, force yourself or Sarah to do it anyway. It's so important to keep doing it, like driving after a car accident. Yes. Really, really, really good point. You love doing it, Tina? See, this is why we need dot fill. I know, shocker, eh, Gabrielle? What? I don't mind it, but I don't enjoy it either. Yeah, I don't like to wait the hour for it to dry enough to be able to do that. Yeah, I'm going in a totally different direction. That's a good call. Good call. This one I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to grab a different one, actually. That's one I will use for family and friends because it has a little blemish on it. So, family and friends get the ornaments with little blemishes. You like it too, Shell? See, again, we need dot fill to happen. I would imagine that if it was a whole bunch of us sitting around and hanging out together and glittering ornaments, then it would make it much more enjoyable. But just doing it, I just can't handle it. I would literally rather sit and watch paint dry. All right, so let's do some guide dots here. So I'm just using the dots because I don't want a ton of chalk in between my paint and my surface, because that could keep the paint from adhering to the surface. Now I am going to varnish it, so it's not the end of the world. However, getting it to dry enough and stick to the surface so that I can varnish it and not pull the paint off is totally different. All right, guide dots are done on that one. 9 more to go. Imagine the production line. Right? Wouldn't that be so fun? I'm with Tina. You live on the street over? Okay, good. I'm glad that you're not right on the same street at least. That's good. They sound like they go looking for trouble, though. Some people just live their days looking for fights, don't they? God help anybody that touched my kid, though. I don't think they realize how lucky they were. Jeez, that's scary, Eva. I'm so sorry you guys went through that. Yeah, he sure sounds like someone who just goes looking for a fight. And she could have very easily walked past you and not said a damn thing to you. Having to make a snarky comment. I'm really proud of you for being that quick to give them the snarky answer. It was well done. right? That's the other thing that always drives me nuts when, you know, people are perfectly happy to make their own snarky comments, but are not. They can give it, but they can't take it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah, so if he told her to go out and pick a fight, then they say jump, you say how high. That's crazy. I hope you never, ever have any interactions with them ever again, Eva. Keeping my fingers crossed for you there. All right, 4 down. Hi, baby. Hi. How you doing? Oh, goodness. You all right? Poor Audrey. Patty. I heard it's one hell of a creepy show, Patty. I'm so glad when I can put guidelines on my ornaments on the first try, make it look so easy. I promise you that they are not all even. Some of them end up in the little middle of the T space. I figure at least if I have a few that are kind of right, it'll come. It'll come, my love. This is another thing I hate doing. This to me is so tedious. And I promise, like I said, these are not all hitting at the same spot, that's for sure. If that helps at all, anyway. Last one. Here we go. I need to know if you would be upset, or is it just me? Danny didn't come to our house yesterday with Roy because she was tired of all the traveling she's been doing. I'm 3 hours away. Today they're driving 2 hours to have supper with their family. Should I be pissed? Not saying your feelings aren't valid, but getting angry at them probably won't make them plan to visit you more either. Perhaps meeting somewhere halfway next time. Salty and peppered. Nice to have people to bounce that stuff off of, eh? I asked Mom, and she wouldn't be mad because she would understand if my sister-in-law would feel more attached to her parents than the in-laws. Eva said, here in the Netherlands, the distances aren't that big, but you still get the same. At least you guys see your grandkids. My daughter, oh, Shell, I'm so sorry. Steffi says, Patty, I say, feel your feels, but also know that sharing them with her won't result in anything but drama. Yeah. It's always a give and lay that they visit the wife's family more than the husband's. That's okay. That's a tough one. Sorry, Patty, that sucks. No worries at all, Lorna. We are here. We still have over an hour and a half, which is lovely. All right, so let's start here. Maybe look for other solutions like meeting halfway at other places, video calls, that stuff. Steffi's ready to go full-blown ornament crazy. I've decided to walk away from the grids and return to ornaments. There you go. This paint container came from Devon Dotting as a gift from Lay. My mom never got to be close to her grandkids, so it's a sore spot with me. That's the hard part. Oh, that's exciting, Patty. Very exciting. Good for her. Oh, right. These ones I did a circle in the middle. That's right. So I'm going to place a dot in the middle here. That's what I'm going to dot around instead of trying to muck it up with or potentially mucking it up with the, what's it? Oh, the guidelines. So this should give me more of a circle to actually I've never had it, Steffi. And Lorna said she understands about the grandkids thing too. Okay, so let's see, what size did I do this? Was it 13? Yes, it was 13. Okay. Let's try and clean that. All right, let's see. It does sound yummy. That's exciting, Patty. Are you allowed to tell us like who the photo shoot's with or anything? And are you going with her? So this is just a placeholder dot to help me get that nice row to start the spiral. Let me scroll back. Four-hour photo shoot in Montreal. She shot with them before, but honestly, I can't tell you who it is. It's the company that sells their stuff at Costco. Oh, like Kirkland? That's cool. Oh, Steffi got it. Yes, this one is going to be in this. These are the colors for this one. Once I get 10 of each design in the rainbow, then I will come back to this design and I'll do some in white, blue, and silver, and red, green, gold, and white, probably. Not Kirkland's, a different brand. There's a couple of them, isn't there, that goes through Costco? A couple different brands. But that's cool, Patty. How fun. That's so cool. All right. Oh, one more. One more. But I figured I would do the rainbow ones first because they tend to be the more popular designs, or the more popular color schemes. The red, green, and gold and white is always nice, but I find that the rainbow tends to have a little more of that wow factor, right? Okay, baby. I love having Audrey up here with me. Makes me so happy. Ooh. My projects are starting to pile up for what I'm going to work on once this market is over on the 30th. I've got a couple projects that I'm excited to get back to, do more clocks, all of that sort of stuff. But I'm really pleased with how well these are coming along so far. All right, so we are going to start with pink. And here we go. Have I tried red, red, and red? No red, red, and red yet. It's Lola or something with L's. Okay, cool. And she's loving it. That's so good. That's so wonderful. How's Miss Chloe? She doing good? Even did a photo shoot with your dad for the Dutch shell once. That's cool. With red top dots, of course. Hang on a second. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the chalk in this first row because my dots are going to be so tiny. I don't want these to get in my way. So let's just get rid of these ones. And I remember there's an event that I'm going to apply for in the summer, and it's called Bark in the Park. And it's all geared towards dogs and pets. And so I've decided I'm going to apply for that and see and just make sure and try to have like an absolute shit ton of paw print ornaments in the hopes that they could do really well there too. Because I'm one of those animal nut jobs that will buy Christmas ornaments all year round, especially if they have paw prints on them. And I don't think I'd be the only one. I like being one of those nut jobs, and I feel like Bark in the Park would help me find other nut jobs that are just like me. And there's one in Toronto too called Woofstock. That would be another cool one. What are you? Why are you there? Oh, that was just paint. Okay, good. So then once we're done this white dot will come off because it's just a placeholder. I know you guys are there too. I just got to get you over here. Because you're my crazy pet people too. And I love that. The topic was old hippie. Oh, that's cool. I think it'd be fun, eh, Eva? Old hippie. I love that. I know we are. We're all nuts. In the best possible ways. All right, so now I can go and start doing these. So I'm literally doing these one color at a time. Almost my daughter, but Grandma sees them more. She's so much closer to them. Yeah, that's hard. That makes sense. That would make you sad, especially when they're closer. That's got to be hard. Oops. Too far out. There we go. feel like these ones are going to feel like they're progressing really, really slow because it's going to take a while to build this spiral. But once the spiral is done, I think it will move along quite quickly. All right, so what's my next one that I need? It's teal, okay. Sleepy Audrey. She's got her eyes closed tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight, tight. Little baby. All right, let me scroll back here. Lay said, Patty, I just want to add that I see no reason not to visit you because if I ever needed a replacement mom or grandma for my future children, I'd pick you. But try not to be mad at them. That's so sweet, Lay. 100%. I agree. Yeah, that's really hard, Lorna. I'm so sorry. Debbie said, all of my great-grands live with the other grandparents. Absolutely no way to compete or can even come close, and it sucks. Yeah. But you are still Mia's favorite. That's true. When's she coming for a visit, Debbie? When do you get to see her again? Yeah, it's hard. Me too, Lorna. I like the ornaments too. Oh, all right, midway stretch. Ooh. Oh, Patty's eyes are watering now, Lay. Got her all verklempt. It's true, though. Very wise words. Whenever I drive there at Christmas. Oh, lovely. No, it's hard to compete. And that's the tough part. Hi. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Why are you giving me the stink eye? Look at him getting glared at now. Hi. Hi. You okay? Good girl. Patty was leaking. Hi. You okay? You look very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Yeah, it's got to be so hard, eh? All right. It's hard not to adore her. All right, so technically we're going to do 3 rows of the spiral. But I am wondering how many we will get done today. Because each ornament's going to get 3 rows. I am guessing we are going to get 2 rows of the spiral done today. And then we'll do more tomorrow. Talked out loud, yeah. Kids coming early tomorrow. What time is it there now, Eva? I know I should know this, but I don't. Well, I hope you have a good week, and please take care of yourself, okay? Know that we're sending you lots and lots of love. That one was too big. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. That one needs to go there. That's better. It's like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. This one's too small. $9:45. All right. You have to head out soon too, Sarah? I hope you have a good week. It's always good to see you. I'm so glad you're able to come and hang out, though. Yeah, I'm used to staying stay until 4 in the morning. Like, what do you mean? It's like noon, right? It has to be. But then we forget that Lay's a vampire. Good night, Eva. Sending you huge hugs and so much love. Please take care of yourself, okay? That one's too big, too. Sometimes getting the size down. All right, so let's go with yellow next. I feel like all of my dots are way too big, but we'll figure it out. Mom just spit laughed at that. You're welcome, Mom. Yeah, these are all too big. Son of a gun. All right. So that one, I'm going to see which ones I can. No, there's no way in hell I'm fitting all of these. Because that's going to be too tight. Yep. All right, well, I'm going to have to redo a few of these. Nope, still too small. All right. Well, here we go. Let's start over. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of the pink first. I know what size they need to be now. So we can do that. Start over. I'm going to switch out the size of the tool that I use. We'll go from there. This is more the size that my second row needs to be. So too big. So much easier to fix on ornaments or glass, though, it just picks right off so easy. The first row, the center dot in the first row, are always the most time consuming. Lay's mom. That was Lay's mom, Gabrielle. I'm not taking the teal ones off quite yet because they're not quite dry. So I'm just doing these first. I'm going to redo the pink dots and then I'll remove the teal ones because they'll come off a lot easier once they're dry. That's okay. I'm glad you asked for clarification and didn't sit here confused for too long. 'Tis good. All right. Ooh, stretch. I feel like I'm hearing a lot of snap, crackle, pop coming out of my body today. Oh, it's fighting back. It's okay. I think it doesn't help when people aren't watching the chat and are doing other things, and because then they only have my commentary to go off of, right? And Lord knows I don't always make it clear who I'm talking about. So my apologies, Gabrielle, and anybody else who is just listening. It certainly doesn't help anyway. And realistically, people should be able to do all kinds of stuff while I'm live. So should be able to rely on me to read the comments and clarify for you. There we go. Walking up and down the hallway. Are you restless? All right, then I'll be able to take the teal off and redo them. And I'm not worried about the little fleck of pink in the white dot on this. I'm not even sure if you're able to see it or not, but I'm not worried about it because the white dot is going to come off in the end anyway. All right, now let's remove the teal. That one looks good, actually. Some of these dots might be salvageable. If I'm even slightly unsure if it's too big, it's coming off. Same with if the positioning is a little off. That one looks good. It's still not going to be enough space. Son of a bitch. We'll make it work. one's not centered. That one's okay. You can go away. I feel like I still made these all too big. I did too. Son of a... Yep, I did. I made these all too big. Even the pink ones are still too big. They all should be the size of that little yellow one. So, we will be trying again. I think we're going to get half of one spiral done. One row of spiral done as opposed to my prediction of getting 2 rows. Yeah, these are all way too big. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. That one's actually okay. That one's too big. Can't believe it's still snowing. It's crazy. All right. Well, we'll get it eventually. Oh, hi, baby. Good girl. All right, let me scroll back. I'm behind. I'm sorry. Oh, you do think walking. Ah. Good way to sort through your thoughts and do some walking at the same time. I love it. I am here for another hour, Lorna. Till 5 o'clock. Snowing there too, Cara. Non-stop till 7 a.m. tomorrow. Absolute bullshit. That's crappy. I hate winter. I fought as long as I could to not wear socks. Now I'm fighting to not wear a jacket. But I'll have to give in one of these days. That's a good size there. Get rid of you. All right, let's try again. So, let's see what we can do here. Wow. All right. You're welcome, Lorna. Hi, Lynn. How are ya? Hola, Pablo. Have you gotten a lot of snow already, Patty? Ours started at around 4 or 5 this morning, I think. What's new and exciting, Lynn? How you been? It's good to see ya. I'm going for attempt number 3 at getting the first row of dots on these ornaments. The ornament sweatshop has opened for the year. Kim's back too. Lovely. Yeah, we got snow last night, Lynn. Just a light feathering. The ground is covered. Yeah. Yep, we got snow on the ground. You want to see? Let's show ya. Let's show ya. Have a look at the noodle first on our way. Hi, Noodle. Here we go. And it's still coming down. It's coming in sideways, actually. And then you can't see off very far in the distance, that's for sure. We can usually see quite a ways in that direction. Not a lot. But yeah. And then the cars are covered. It's windy though too, so a lot of it's drifting. A lot of drifting. Hi, baby. Look. How you doing? You okay? Hi. You alright? Yeah, you're a good girl. Hi. Hi, cutie. Oh, shit. Just dropped a bottle of paint. Ugh. Did it open? No. Excellent. Hi. How you doing? Are you okay? You're a good girl. You're so good. You're so good. You're a good girl. All right, back down we go. That's true. It is perfectly fitting for an ornament making day, isn't it? Stuff for your Thanksgiving dinner. When's Thanksgiving? It's coming up soon, isn't it? I know it's this month, but I don't know what date. And Kim says, all right, Patty, you're up. You're next for snow pictures. I'll let you know when the belly touching stuff is done. I know, right? Hi. Every time she yawns, when she closes her mouth, she makes a little kind of noise, and it's so friggin' cute. It's my favorite. She's, what are you doing? Hi. No. November 27th. Gotcha. Yes, I can. So this is the design that this one is gonna be. So I am currently fighting with the first row of dots in the spiral to get them all small enough so that everything will fit. So I'm doing these ones. It's pretty, eh? I wasn't a super fan of it until I put the top dots and the top swoops on it, and it just made me so happy. Thank you. So I've got, let me show you, Lynn. I've got 4 different designs. I'm doing all of them in the rainbow color combo. And my goal is to have 10 of each of the designs in the rainbow. So we've got this one that I've got 10 of. And then we've got this one that I've got 10 of. This one I only have 2 of, but I'm gonna do another 8, and then the one on the table. And then for each one of these designs, I'm gonna do 10 of the rainbow, and then I'm gonna do 5 of the red, green, and gold. Now this one is supposed to be blue, white, and silver, but I used pearl white and a silver, and they look almost identical. So I'm gonna use a matte white, so it's a nice bright white with silver and blue. And then my goal is to come back down and do this one in a silver, white, and blue, and a red, green, and gold, and this one in a silver, white, and blue, and a red, green, and gold, and do, so 10, oh, don't you, oh, hold on, please, can you hold on a second, please? All right, hold on. Oh, I was going to say, watch her lay down in my chair. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go, baby. So yeah, that's my goal, is to do 10 of each design in the rainbow, and then 5 of each design in the red, green, and gold, and 5 of each design in the white, blue, and silver. That's my goal. I've got a market on the 30th of November that I'm hoping to be nice and stocked up for. And thank you. Sounds good, Lay. We'll be here. So yeah, now I'm just fighting with the sizing on this first row of dots to get them small enough for the very first row here. I made them way too big before. So I had to remove them and start again. But it will be worth it. What have you been working on, Lynn? Well, Jamie, I thought of you earlier today when I found a heated blanket made specifically for sitting in a chair. No way. Oh, I saw one. Christine sent me one, and it has foot pouches in it too. So you can wear it forward you can wear it backwards like a smock, or forwards like a house coat. That sounds fantastic though. I need those. I need those. It is now that time of year where I will need to be walking around in heated stuff 24/7. I have a seated cushion that people use in like stadiums and stuff. I have a heated cushion that I sit on when I go outside for my puffs. That sounds so cool. Biggest challenge. Yeah, the first row is always the toughest, right? Is to get the spacing down. It's like the center dot. Don't be alarmed if you have to do the center dot like 7 times, however many times you got to do it. And once you get that first row down, then it starts moving along. But that first row is always a pain in the butt. Doing some ornaments and tea lights. Very nice. That's awesome. Hopefully I've got the sizing better on this one. I still feel like they might be a little bit too big, but we'll deal with it. I did not judge very well when it came to judging the size on the original one. I'm interested it's so neat to be able to visualize the other one that I did in the red, green, and gold, and the blue, white, and silver. But I'm having a hard time visualizing. I'm having a really hard time visualizing what it's going to look like on these other designs. So I'm excited to give them a shot. Oh, shit. That's better. It's nice to be using this color scheme, though, because I really don't get tired of it. I think this sizing should be better. Okay, Audrey. Tea lights are still one of my favorite things to paint. I love painting tea lights. And I never have enough made up to stay busy with them. One of these days I'll get back to casting. Alexa claims 0.81 centimeters is what the dot should be. She's a jerk mostly, though. All right, so a microdotter might have been the better option. And I use the 0.5 centimeter tool. No, I use the 0.5 millimeter. So, Alexa, you're full of shit. Did Alexa talk back to me when I said that, Steffi? All right, here we go. She said, technically I'm full of code and algorithms. No way, really? Yay. That's awesome. Ah, that delights me to no end. That is freaking fantastic. Ah. Well, nice to know she's listening. Oh, that makes me so happy. She's right next to the TV and full blown went toe to toe with you. Bring it! That's hilarious. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. Oh, that brightened my whole day. Actually, you know what? I need to move this one. And thus move. Hang on. You're too big. You're too big. And you're too big. All right, let's try this again. Pink. Pink. And teal. And teal. Okay, perfect. So now the yellow is in the wrong spot. Now we go again. My hand has been chucking stuff across the room for no reason. Yesterday I whipped a bottle of paint across the room. I just chuck that tool. All right, here we go. Team up in the chaos. Siri butts in when it's none of her damn business. That's my thoughts on Siri. Because I'll even say, "Are you serious?" And then she'll jump in and I'm like, no, was not talking to you. Was driving, asked Siri to text Marissa. She said, I see you communicate with her more on Messenger, so I'll send it through Messenger. No, do what you're told, Siri. Do what you're told. Just do what you're told. Mind your own business and just follow instruction. That's all I need you to do. You're too big, Teal. Out you come. That's better. All right, we'll squish the rest of that in there. It's fine. I think it doesn't help that all my center dots aren't quite the same size either. But, again, we're powering through.
I need to give myself a pat on the back. I feel like I've stayed on camera most of this time while I'm this zoomed in too. I don't feel like that's how I normally function. That's better. No scratching. Stop it. All right, so then we need what? We need dark blue next. Let me zoom out. Yeah, we're going to get the first row done. I do not think we'll be getting any more rows on this one done today. But that's all right. We will continue on tomorrow evening. But I should be able to get this first row done before we sign off in half an hour. So that's good at least. All right, let me scroll back. Center dot, yes, it's a size 13. Thanks, Steffi. Mine would be looking drunk if I made one that big. It is a little challenging. Now, it's just a space holder so that I had something to dot around, and then after I'll remove it and put the paw print in the background. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you very much. Now, if I keep you zoomed out that far, you are not going to be able to see this dot. I can barely see this dot, and it's sitting right in front of me. Sometimes the glare is just too difficult to see through. Holy wind.
Well, not too shabby. Got 9, finished off those other 9 ornaments. Got these ones started. Took our time with the first row. So I think it's all going to come together quite nicely. I'm already starting to think now about what I want to have for dinner. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Or what did you have for dinner? If you've already eaten. Lay. All right, I'm now going to go back to the palette, and we're going to go with orange next, I think. Green bakes fried fish and a baked egg. Chipotle. Sounds good. Thinking I might have spaghetti again tonight. Maybe. I'm also considering ice cream for dinner, which also sounds really appealing right now. Except it'll be cold. I'll be freezing. If I'm complaining about not wanting to be cold, that's probably not the best idea. Not that there aren't plenty of other reasons why it's not the best idea, but we'll just go with that one. So glad I went through and made all these changes because these orange dots were not fitting in here otherwise. That is for sure. Today was pasta, tilapia, spinach, onion, lots of seasoning with cream cheese sauce. Oh, that sounds good, Lay. Patty's having leftover lasagna. That sounds good. Loaded baked potato soup and homemade bread. Oh, that sounds really hearty and satisfying. Brownies for dinner before. Right? It happens. Just had lunch, tostadas. Ooh, yum. Orange chicken teriyaki for lunch. Nice. I had a couple chicken fingers for lunch. Oops. All right, one more here. And then we can move on to green. I love when it starts filling in and you can actually start to see. I know it doesn't start like a spiral yet, but at least the color repetition is satisfying to see as it starts to show up and fill in the spaces. All right, so now we move to green. That teal's still way too big, but we're gonna leave it because I am too lazy to remove it now. We're just gonna deal with it. Oh shit, that's not the right one. That should have gone here. At least it's such a small amount of paint that it dries quickly and I can remove it quickly. It must smell so good, yeah. Sometimes it's more difficult because different colors have different consistencies, yeah, and that's the hard part, right? It's so hard to, you have to sometimes change the tool sizes to get things the same size. You have to load the tools completely different depending on the consistency. It's one of the reasons to try not to get frustrated with the inconsistencies, right? Because there are so many things that can impact it. How much paint you put on the tool, how much pressure you place on the tool and the paint while you're applying the paint, the consistency of the paint itself. So many factors. So it's trial and error until you get what you're looking for. Yeah, like the teal ones were really hard to get smaller on all of these. There's always one color I find that is like the problem child. All right. So now we can go to the light blue. So move all of these ones back this way. And here we go. Yeah, paint consistency has such an impact on how everything goes. And it's really difficult when you have inconsistent paint consistencies, right? Hooray, we're going to get started on the second row. We only have one more color to do after this one. That's exciting. Not as far behind as I thought. Put the purple on, and then we will start row number 2. Oh shit, I'm not even on camera. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was doing so good staying on camera, and then it just, off we go. Share. Hello. Good to see ya. Thank you, lovely. I hope we see you again soon, too. No, we're sending you lots of love, and thank you for the well wishes. Definitely doing much better. Thank you. Hi and bye. I'm glad you're able to pop in and say hi, though. It's always good to see ya. All right, now we move on to Purpla. This looks so satisfying. I can't see shit, though. It's so tiny. And unless I'm staring at it at just the right angle. All right. Phew. Okay. Now we can... Oh, I gotta stretch again. Oh, I find that I've really been hunched over lately, so I gotta stretch it a little bit more. All right, so, oh, I still had this one here. Whoopsie. All right, so now we're gonna grab the other paint again, and See if we can get a few things done. It's 4:44. Make a wish. Oops. Ooh, that was lucky. And now we'll start to see the spiral come together. I'm going to do a total of 3 rows. Zoom in. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. I want to try and make special ornaments, one for each of your grandchildren. That would be lovely. I think that sounds like a wonderful gift, Lorna. And I'm glad you enjoyed the live. Me too. Me too. Me too. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I will be back on YouTube tomorrow night from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern if you are around. Tuesday and Wednesday are my days off, so then the next live won't be until Thursday, and that is going to be a Patreon all members live on Thursday. So whether you are a free member of Patreon or a paid member of Patreon, we will be getting together for that. And we're going to be working on the Cindy panel. One of the Cindy panels that I was doing, the one that I had to redo. Didn't have to redo. I chose to redo it. But that's what we're going to be working on Thursday. And then Friday, we'll get back to TikTok and do some more ornaments at that point. But tomorrow, for sure, we're going to see what we can get done, which will be awesome. And see what kind of headway we can make. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoy it. Ooh, excuse me. It's always good to have you here. You guys are the best company. And thank you for spending so much time with me. Whatever you get up to today for the rest of your day, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We're still here for another 10 minutes, but might as well start the long goodbye. Tomorrow is laundry day and bowling before the live tomorrow night. Mondays are my fullest days. but they're fun days. My friend Eleanor that I bowl with, today is her 81st birthday. We always go for hot dogs on Mondays because the bowling alley actually has really, really good hot dogs. So we go for hot dogs. So that'll be fun tomorrow too. Leigh, are you planning on sleeping tonight or? What do you guys have going on this week? Oh, and Friday, actually, we're not going to be doing a live on TikTok. Friday night's live got moved to Saturday because I was supposed to do a market on Saturday, and then that got changed around. So instead of doing a market on Saturday, I'm going to help my friend Kathy with a market that she's doing on Friday night. So instead of a Friday night live, we're going to have a Saturday night live. I've got a revised schedule that I will post on Instagram so that it's easily findable for everybody as well. And it's already posted on Patreon too. All right, so now we can go to our light blue. And yeah, we should be able to get one more color done. That's exciting. That feels lovely. I wish. I gotta go eat something, and I gotta hang it with Miss Audrey and help Mom with dinner and all of that good stuff. So unfortunately not today. Love you, Kim. Sending lots of love. Her name is Eleanor. You'd never guess she was 81 years old either. She's still driving. Still incredibly independent. I hope she's going to be around for a long time yet. Oh, thanks, guys. I'll pass that on to her. Supper's ready. Bye, everyone. See you soon. We'll see you soon, Patty. Love ya. Big hugs. Yeah, it's a pretty name. My grandma's name was Eleanor as well. And it's funny because my friend Eleanor, she has a lot in common with my grandma. A lot of the good things in common with my grandma. She even looks a little bit like my grandma. We might even get one more color done too. Yeah, we'll do one more after this. I feel like we can finish it pretty quickly. All right. So we'll do this one and then we'll do the purple. And then we will sign off for today. And these will sit and dry and be ready and waiting for us tomorrow evening. Or tomorrow afternoon, I guess. Tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 5, I think, is... No, today's Sunday. Shit. Tomorrow is 7 to 10. Never mind. I kept thinking that tomorrow was Sunday, even though I just said I have bowling tomorrow. It's fine. God. There's my brain. I have an aunt who's 91, still drives and lives in her own house. That's amazing, Lorna. Shell, can I see the one you're using as your template? I want to get a screenshot of it. Absolutely. Whoops, that was really close. There we go. This is the one that we are replicating here. Seriously, right? Good thing my head's attached. The other phrase we used to use all the time is, you know what? If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Thanks, Cara. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Shell. Me too. I'm really, really happy with these ornaments, this collection. I will do up written patterns for these eventually as well. So eventually you guys will have that on Patreon too. Well, this is great, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me so much today. I feel like got a really good chunk done. I'm very, very pleased. Even with minor frustrations of having to redo a few things, I feel like we got a lot done today. And I appreciate your company. This is fun. And whatever you guys get up to for the rest of your evening, I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you do any painting, I hope it is relaxing and enjoyable for you. But I am incredibly pleased with today. The rest of this ornament I think will zoom by fairly quickly. I'm gonna guess 2 to 3 sessions maximum. I'm hoping that we get the base of the rest of the ornament done tomorrow, and then like the base design, and then be able to do top dots, top swoops, and paw prints on Saturday to finish these ones off. So we're getting there, building up the spiral. We'll fill those spaces in, but this is fantastic. Love you too, Lorna. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a great night, Cara. Thank you, Tina. Love you to bits. Thanks for throwing the wrenches around. Yeah, I could have bowling on Sunday, but I definitely don't. I definitely don't. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks again for spending time with me, and I will see you very, very soon. Love you too, Shell. Bye, Debbie. Big hugs. Enjoy dinner, Cara. We'll see you soon, you guys. Love you to bits. Bye-bye.